Welcome, Cancer Leo, to your Astro Dice reading for March. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Okay, guys, I got a lot of planetary setups here. We got the lunar eclipse in that full moon on the 14th in Virgo. And then, of course, on the 29th, we have that solar eclipse coming in on that new moon in Aries. So, yeah. And then on the 3:30, we do have another portal opening, the 3:30 portal. So, pulling everything together, it's going to kind of end the same way last month did, except for this month with a solar eclipse. So, watch those energies, my friends. And also watch for those videos, because I will be getting those videos done as well. Okay, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. For those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month using only one of the 12 houses. So let's get in here and see what's going on. And I thank each and every one of you for viewing me, and I hope you guys are having a great month so far. If you guys really do like this video, please kindly hit that like button. It really does help the algorithms, like a lot, especially in 2025. It's a lot about the like button. The likes are really pulling people up or pushing people down. Our channel is being pulled down a lot, so I just want you guys to understand that that like button really does help. It's a big thing. Okay, so let's get in here. Having some Mercury energy coming in. I love it. It's already going to start out right. It's like, here it is. Boom. Mercury. Communication. Starting out the month with some the whole month of communication in the first house. So I love it. It's talking about that Libra energy coming through. So whatever communication is coming through, it wants to keep it balanced. It wants to keep it balanced, but you're going to notice this within your first house. So let's get in here and look at these. This Mercury is pulling itself right here, saying, hey, how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. Loving it. With some Libra energy coming out. This energy is diplomatic, gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships, and going straight into that first house of how you see yourself and others see you as well. Okay, so it's almost like, oh, this communication is making me think about certain situations. And people are going to see you thinking as well. Okay. So let's get straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. Very communicative month. Right now it does look like you're definitely not in solitude mode, so you could be coming out of a solitude mode. Definitely a time to, yeah. There was something disturbing going on, and it just feels like you're pulling your weight out of that situation now, taking back your authority. So whatever felt like it was lost is like, I'm okay now. You're going to come out of this kind of tower moment, having this kind of awakening. I feel like there's some kind of awakening here to the understanding. Let's see why. Looks like you're kind of, you're rested now. Planning with ideas. Planning with ideas over here. It looks like you're ready to explore any kind of communication that has to do with some kind of balancing and understanding, making better choices, traveling away from that situation. You're definitely noticing new things, ready to meet maybe new people, getting out of a comfort zone is what it looks like. If you and your loved one were having issues, it looks like you are now coming back together to explore. But you're definitely coming out of a comfort zone here and having some kind, you might even be having some kind of much needed conversation. Mm-hmm. I definitely got you, something's got you thinking for sure. Ready to balance out this situation. Going straight to the mid-month. Yeah, it looks like you're reconsidering some situations that are going on. Definitely in a lot of thinking mode. After your desires, getting over emotional loss, and almost like planning your next. It's like you're planning your next step. I keep seeing you planning your next step. You're like in the waiting game here, but that's the Two of Wands again. So it's kind of like I'm kind of in the waiting game, but I am planning this next step to what it is I want. So making a lot of decisions, focusing on maintaining that balance. There's a lot of maintaining a balance within your emotions. So I do see you taking a lot of practical steps, making things more productive as well. Definitely in your head in the beginning of the month, in the middle of the month, it's almost like, yeah, that's what I want. I'm going to focus on maintaining these emotions, balancing out these emotions. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. So it does seem like this is kind of a one-sided conversation going on over here. Getting to the end of the month. Patiently planning, no movement in choices, and a lot of disharmony. Overall card is accelerated motion coming out for the end of the month. For the overall message. Kind of looks like they're being self-centered and only wanting to hear what they want to hear. So it looks like the end of the month over here, you're going to come to this conclusion over here as you're digging deep, really looking at the situation from, from your point of view, that there's going to be a lot of balancing decisions of what you're going to do about this situation. The movement, choices, and decisions is waiting for them to come clean about this situation. And while they're trying to come clean about this situation, you're just nurturing yourself. You're going to see a lot of rewards coming out of this situation and finding that financial independence that you've been looking for. But they are rethinking this approach. So it does look like where they thought they were not going to have this conversation with you, it looks like they're now going to start to try to listen because they're noticing that things are not going very well for them. But your good news is that, even though you're having a backsliding relationship over here, whether it's platonic or, at work or love, whatever it is, that they're going against the grain. They're acting very foolish. There could also be a lot of hypocrisy going on over here. I do feel like they're, I kind of felt that anyways, because it does feel like in the very beginning of the month, it's almost kind of like, hey, you wanted me to come have this conversation with you, and now you're pulling back. I got my strength. Now you don't want to have that conversation. You wanted a one-sided conversation only. As soon as I stood up for myself or said something, right? Now you don't want to really talk about it. Now at the end of the month, it's kind of like, okay, well, hold on a second. We'll talk about different things. I'll come clean and they're coming clean and kind of rethinking the approach of how they want to talk to you about this situation while you're over here getting your rewards. So no matter what, you have accelerated motion towards your rewards and you're coming into this new completion. So, they can sit over here and do what they want, but it does look like no matter what, you're coming into a lot of money, a lot of things are happening for you. And they're just kind of now, just kind of, they're kind of like sitting in the shadow of you now. Kind of like it doesn't even matter anymore what you're talking about. We were supposed to have this, it was supposed to be a diplomatic conversation. It was supposed to be balanced. It was supposed to be, you know what I mean? I took all this time, thinking about how I was going to, it's almost like you were thinking all this time and how you were going to approach this, right? Diplomatically. And now they don't want to. They have delays. They didn't want to come towards you, right? They were feeling weighed down and about this situation. I just feel like it was because they wanted to tell their side of the story only and didn't want you to be involved completely. Or it's kind of like we're going to have a conversation, but it's one-sided. I don't want you to open your mouth much. I really don't want you to tell your truth. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I want you to just listen. Yeah, I want you to just listen, but you started telling your truth. That's why they shut down. That's why they're like, screw this. But at the end of the month, they are coming back, but they're trying to weigh their pros and cons with you. They're trying to come clean about this situation the way they want to, but you're finding it as nonsense. You're like, this is nonsense. You're still only speaking what you want. You're not listening. So I still feel like they don't have very good listening skills. So it's not going to fix the relationship. If anything, it's you just see them now as pretty much, for the majority of you, a fool and a hypocrite. Hierophant in reverse. You're a fool. You're a hypocrite. This is going against the grain. This is not going the way it's supposed to be. And you're throwing all this crap at me. That's literally crap. Sorry. With the Two of Pentacles sitting next to the Seven of Swords in reverse, that's trying to come clean from some kind of deception and some kind of BS. Even if it's not deception, it's just nonsense. And you're trying to make me understand something when you're just juggling. And that's really what it is, juggling all this nonsense. And you're like, I got things to do. So the end of the month is kind of like, I got things to do. I'm making money. I've got things. But you have something financially wonderful coming into you with the Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. So you're going from one luxury up to the next luxury. So you're definitely entering a new phase, but you're also waking up that they're not going to come clean about this situation, and they're definitely not going to want to hear the real truth. So all of this, I want to be diplomatic. I want to have this real talk with you. All of that shit just got really knocked out of the door as soon as you open your mouth to say what the truth. It's like, wow. Gotta love that. So now you're just pretty much just going to relax. You're going to, benefit from your workplace. You're going to benefit and keep having these rewards from things that are around you, finding other things that are satisfying you, while they're sitting over here trying to get their story straight. And I do feel that. I feel like they're just going to sit over here and keep trying to throw all this stuff to you and really try to, it almost feels very conniving in a lot of ways, because it does feel like even when you're still doing your own thing, they're still trying to juggle the right words, the right storyline, you see what I'm saying? And it's like, none of that's right. It's all just making up shit. What about just telling the truth about the situation? What about just coming clean? And for some of you, it's stupid, because I feel like it's something so stupid that it might not even make sense to why they're even hiding details to something so dumb. Are we dealing with a child? No, I did not go over the plant. The dog did. Oh, it wasn't the dog because the dog was outside. The cat did. Oh, we don't own a cat. Okay, well, hold on. I'll figure it out, because it wasn't me, Mommy. I didn't knock the plant over. I mean, that's literally how this feels. It's almost like to the point where it's like, for some of you, it's so not needed, and it's so nonsense. It's like, just tell the truth. I don't feel like this is a murder case, okay? I don't think it needs a real interrogation. But it feels like they're up for interrogation, and it's like, why are you making this into an interrogation? Wow. Why are you trying to make this into that? But you're not. You're cool and chill and relaxed about it. You're just like, come on, let's have this conversation. I had to take my authority back because I know you're lying to me, but I just feel like they're making it so much more than just spilled milk. But it's like I said, it's almost like they're trying to blame it on everybody but them, everybody in the world, the dog, the cat, the neighbor, What were the neighbors doing in the house? I don't know. You know nobody's supposed to be in the house when mom's away. Oh, shit, it wasn't the neighbors. Hold on, let me backpedal because I'm not supposed to have anybody here. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it seems very immature energy. Maybe you are dealing with somebody, with a child or a teenager. That would make more sense. I mean, if it is, man, that just, wow, I feel so much, like, whoa, okay, this makes more sense. I get it now. But for the majority, you're not. This is somebody at work. It's a coworker. It's a boss. It's a friend, a loved one, somebody. Oh boy. Okay, guys. So I'm just kind of like awestruck, you know. Like if it was a child, the devil wouldn't come out. You're not going to sit over here and say, I have the devil child, okay? Sometimes we might think that, that could be it, but that's not it. The devil would not come out. A child would come out, okay? No, this one's saying you're acting wicked and evil for no reason, and you're keeping chains on this for absolutely, that's why they're coming out as a fool. Because they're not really evil, they're a fool. Okay, guys. And that was it for you. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.